Our research question was, why attempt a career in music with so little success available? And there's a couple of things that had to go into that. First of all, we had to define what success means, and we'd have to find a couple of bands and have them define what they think success means to them, and then a series of several other questions that kind of point towards the answer there. So what were the bands that we found?
We found Dead Radio and Fearless Genius.
We filmed it, we went to shows.
We saw some great bands.
We went into mosh pits. We had a lot of kind of interesting things from these interviews, and we just don't even know what's gonna happen. Like, the footage was in there, we edited it, we filmed it. I don't know what's gonna happen. So, roll the clip.
The biggest challenge is that there's so many other people doing the same thing. That's the biggest challenge, of making yourself stand out from the rest.
My favorite subjects was more talking about the philosophy behind music and 20th century music. And that was fun, but I don't know if it was valuable in, I guess, a practical sense. I think it was valuable as in a philosophical sense.
Work-wise, I'm a carver at Hometown Buffet. Do graphic design, freelance every so often for like extra cash. And then I'm also a full-time student at Cal State San Bernardino for business.
Like, on a personal level, music is like one of the more successful things I feel like I've done with my life.
A song may remind you of a time and a place when you were younger, when something great was going on in your life, when something bad was going on in your life, but just that feeling of connectedness. Music has that power to do that. Not a lot of things do.
Not the one I've got. Ain't no woman like the one I've got. Ain't no woman like the one I've got. Every day the sun.
My name is Abraham Miranda, and I'm 25 years old. I've been playing for 12 years. Right now, currently, I am in a band called Fearless Genius with Aaron Aranda, Richard Aranda, and Greg, I don't know his last name.
Greg Ramirez.
Greg Ramirez. So we play rock, funk, soul, blues, anything along those lines. Music established itself as an outlet very early on in my life, and as I got better at playing and writing, the inspiration just kind of came naturally as a way of self-expression, and that's where the drive to creating and writing and composing comes in. When you play in a band, you get to make chemistry with the players, and you make a relationship with them. People are just dropping the bar of music, throwing out just meat, throwing out meat in their albums. Meat. It ain't like they're putting any of their own soul into it. It's just meat. They're just a freaking McDonald's burger being given at you, you know, when I could be serving you up a freaking medium rare, you know, elk burger that I shot from Alaska, you know? That's that kind of difference. It's not that nobody's raising the bar, is that the people that are raising the bar aren't getting the same praise as the people that are dropping the bar. Covers, in my opinion, are very important to any band. When I say covers, I mean the top hits of songs, of the artists that you're covering. Because one, it solidifies you as a player. in the scene, whatever scene you're at with other players. It gets you networking, it gets you paid. Usually it works 3 or 4 hours at a so-and-so bar for $500, $400, It exposes you to money being made by the band, kind of preps you up for going towards festivals and big shows. It helps establish your style, like in singing. If you're going to be singing or if you're going to be playing guitar, it makes you very versatile and very moldable to pretty much every other genre. My definition for success would be first that you're happy doing what you're doing. Happiness is first, because you can't make anybody else happy unless you're happy. My ideal career would be a career where I'm getting compensated for my time accordingly. I'm not looking into being a millionaire and living in my castle like some people, Kanye West. But I do have a very demanding day job. Luckily, I set it up in my life to where in my career, my professional career as pest control technician, that career gives you a little leeway to do things your way in some aspects, enough aspects to allow me to keep on doing what I really love doing, which is playing music. It can get hard at times, but I've learned that if you say right off the bat that you're not gonna have time, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna have time. And honestly, 10 out of 10 times you're not gonna have time.
I was post freshman in high school, sitting in my room one day listening to music, like, I wonder what happens when I just do this. And then from there I kind of understood everything. I don't know if that makes sense. It just kind of clicked. You just kind of like just shift notes around and you kind of get different colors. And that's kind of like what I like to focus on musically, colors. I think having just knowledge of any instrument inside a group of instruments or ensemble of instruments is very useful for like informing on how you're going to play. Like knowing intimately how basses create bass lines influences like how you play and informs on what you should be doing and what you should be avoiding. Like as a keyboardist playing with the basses, I shouldn't really be playing roots because the bass is already taking care of that. It all has to do with the shape of the sound. You just kind of gotta like feel it out. Covers, we've been able to gel together more as a group, with each practice we have, which has been nice. Like we sound more as a group than we did now. We sound more as a group now than we did like 5 months ago. I don't necessarily write the parts that I play because they're kind of all improvised. I just try to come up with a consistent idea that makes sense in the context of the song. I want to become a professional musician. It's just a matter of if you're getting paid or not. Being able to live like comfortably and not have to worry about like the next bill, or your next house payment, or your mortgage. You're probably gonna worry about that shit anyways, but not having to worry excessively. People will always make art. You don't need to fund it to make art. It's nice to have the funding. Actually, I feel like it's pretty necessary to push it forward. But people will come up with something new and tell you to fuck off.
What would you be doing if you never learned how to play the piano?
Drugs, probably.
I'm so done.
I am 23.
I'm 23.
I'm the old man of the group. I'm 25.
Young man.
So I have the easy part where he writes the whole song. He says, all right, here's a 20, 25-second section that needs a solo. All right. Come up with it in like 5-10 minutes. Most of the songs that Daniel comes up with, it's like, okay, let's try it. It usually takes like a day or two to really get. And he's like, all right, here are the chords. There's a couple pauses, couple whatever, things that we need to keep an eye on. And within like an hour, we'd already mastered it. We're like, all right, let's play it tomorrow.
I listened to a lot of like doo-wop growing up, and that just like finds its way into like half the songs I write. Just use the same like, just change up the melodies and structure. But I like it. I think it goes cool too with like a alternative rock.
It's crazy because there's like so many cool bands out there, but you would just never find them if you didn't go out and go to shows or see what's out there. So
As far as background goes, I joined middle school band in 6th grade. So my first instrument was the clarinet, and I learned alto sax. And then during 7th grade, one of my good friends, Miguel, he lived like 2 blocks from me. He was like, dude, come over, I got a guitar, I want to show you. Like, all right, cool. So he put in his metal distortion pedal and started playing the intro to BYOB by System of a Down. Like, oh my god, I want to do this. Like, I want to play guitar now. So I was like bugging my dad, like, give me a guitar, please. I just want to learn. So I stopped playing after high school, went through college, tried to, be a responsible adult and all that. And then after I was like, all right, this is, it sucks adulting. I want to start playing music again. So then started playing music again.
So when I was 6, my parents put me in like piano classes, like all Asian parents do. But I never stuck with it really, so I didn't do it for too long. When I was 10, I had the option to join band in elementary school. And it was an excuse to get out of class. So I don't know if I would do that. Yeah.
I think you should be doing the music that you want to do, whether it's something completely obscure that no one really, cares for, or if it's becoming a DJ and trying to sell out stadiums, whatever it is. I think as long as you're passionate about it, that's the most important thing. Just doing what you want to be doing. If you're trying to do it for fame or money, it's not a good idea. Chances are it's not going to happen for you.
As long as I'm happy doing everything with music, and I'm happy with the music that we're playing, with where we're at, not having to grind as hard as some bands just work too hard and they end up hating what they do. What I love about being in a band isn't just music, it's going out there, meeting people, all these crazy experiences that you can have. If I could keep on doing that, I think that's success. I don't want to give up our music, but you know what? I'm down to change 1 or 2 things just so I could keep on playing. I want to be famous. I do want to be famous. I might sell out. I probably would sell out. I'm not gonna lie. I might sell out. I want to be rich. I want to have.
It's gonna be DJs.
Hoes everywhere. I want to be able to buy anything I want. I want to buy every guitar, every drum set. I want to buy lots of drugs.
If you can quit the day job and live comfortably, like I said, I don't expect much really. I don't have high standards when it comes to living. It's like as long as I have a place of my own, I can take care of myself. That's all I really need.
number one goal is just to keep having fun. That it definitely is a goal to play more shows and, you know, just get a bigger following that way, so we can, you know, meet new people, introduce more people to our music, and travel more. And I think of more of like the individual who might be watching us. Like I think of, you know, a kid who is going through something, or, you know, he's like not fitting in, or he's something like that. Like I've written a couple songs like from someone else's perspective that a lot of people go through. So, I mean, that's the closest it comes to an audience. I don't think of like a collective group of people ever.
The only time I ever really consider someone else's opinion is with these guys. Like, hey, do you like this? You know, like when I had the symbol here, do you like it when I do this roll here? Or yeah. But usually it's just, do I like it? And if other people like it, awesome. If not, fuck them.
Almost right when I picked up the guitar, I started writing songs, and I found out really fast that it allowed me to express myself in ways I couldn't. Like if we never made it big or anything, that's really not even on my mind.
You know, when you're out there playing music for everyone, you got people staring at you, you're able to share something of your own with them, and you're able to meet and connect with people because of the music. Yeah, it's amazing. That's what I enjoy. If I could do it more, that's what I want. That's why I want to be famous. In many ways, I would say we're successful now. Because like I said, success is happiness, and I'm really happy, especially compared to where I was just a few months ago. I'm very happy, and like Daniel said, I feel the same way as him. Where what we've done with music is one of the greatest achievements that for me that I've made. Just because, God, how many people can say like, hey, we're, a couple of weeks we're traveling to Oregon to play a show. How many people could say that? I'm going out there to Oregon. I'm driving, 14 hours? 14 hours out there.
14.
So I can entertain people and have them be happy and be happy myself because I'm able to enjoy my time with these people.
Music to me is like 100% of like an emotional thing. It's like, there's never been anything that's like pushed me or motivated me or inspired me as much as music has, and that's saying a lot because I have like very inspirational people in my life. I reference back to American Idiot like all the time because there's a lot of songs when you listen to the album, read the words and everything, it's like broken homes and all this stuff, and I was going through a similar situation that like this guy Greeny is telling like this story throughout the album. It's like, that's my life. And it's like, it's crazy that, I'm just listening to this and it, going through all this personal stuff, and it's like helping me deal with pain, and it's healing me, and it's like, and it's crazy because I've never met these guys. I don't know anything about them. They don't know anything about me, but it's, through music, we're making that connection, and it's, it's a crazy thing.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it so much. We're Radio. It's our last song. Give it up for Brandon on guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon. Mr. Dennis Tran on the drums. My name is Daniel Prince. Thank you so much. The song starts with me. Give it up for me. Yes!